Today I'm going to be doing an update for the Town Hall 9 farming base. A lot of you have been requesting updates on the Clanmore base and the farming base, so here it is, finally. It's long overdue, but with that last update with the 4th mortar and skeleton traps, I guess you could change around your bases a bit. So the only thing I'm going to be doing in this video is just figuring out a way to add this 4th mortar into the core. So if you've already made the Town Hall 9 base from one of my previous videos, you can just fast forward this video to the very end where you will find the core layout. You can just see how the core changed, and that's really all there is to it. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, let's get started, I guess. Alright, so just to save time, I already laid out the walls. There's two ways you can do it. You can just count from that center dot. You can go 6 spaces in each direction and then make a square around it. Or you can put the clan castle like a little bit on the higher side of that dot, like that. And then you can count 4 spaces over here and then 5 spaces over here. It's up to you how you want to do it. Anyway, so once you finish that core part, you want to extend the edges out like that. Make it overlap with this line, 2 spaces. Bring it in, and you just keep doing that all the way around. And you have these compartments for 2 mines, and then 1 gold storage, and then another mine, blah blah blah. It keeps going on. That's pretty straightforward. The positioning of these hook-like things, these are probably the hardest things to figure out. So yeah, just kind of keep an eye on that. You know, there's a 1 space over here. It goes 1 space on the outside of the gold storage compartment, and then over here it's 1 space from the edge. And just keep repeating that all the way around the base. So these are 7 long, and these here are 6 long. I think I got the layout right. Okay. So we're going to go down. We're going to go on with the building placement. I'm just going to go ahead and start with the core because that's the thing that changed, and then I'll fill in everything else. Okay, so the mortars, there are a couple of different ways you could do this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the mortars and I'm going to put them in the corners. Now regarding anti-air, you know, how anti-air you want your base to be, you could put so the method I'm using right now is a little bit more air resistant because the air defenses are going to be in the corner. But you know, if you want, you can put the air defenses a little bit further out so that you get better coverage. You do get better coverage this way, but they're a little bit, just a tiny bit closer to the outside of the base. So you know, it's a give and take. You could either have the air defenses in the corner or you can have the mortars in the corner. But with this layout, I'm going to be putting the mortars in the corner. So I'm going to put 3 mortars in the corner like that. Then for the bottom side, let's take the queen. Put your queen right there. She's also ranged, so you know, she kind of serves the purpose of a mortar, I guess you could say. It's sort of symmetrical in that sense. Then we're going to be taking the Teslas. Put 1 Tesla right here. I guess a little bit on the upper side would be better, protecting the gold storage. Put another one over here to protect this gold storage. Put another one up here to protect that gold storage. And then you're going to be taking, actually wait, no, I made a mistake. This is the old layout. These Teslas are actually going to be going in the middle right here, like that. Okay, instead we're going to be taking the Expos, and you know, this base is a Town Hall 10 base, but I'm only using the buildings for Town Hall 9, so you don't have to worry about getting anything wrong. So we're going to put a couple of Teslas there, like that, and then we're going to take the Dark Elixir, because with a farming base you want to protect your Elixir as much as possible. And the 4th mortar, not mortar, 4th Tesla will be right here. And as you can see, the 4th mortar is not in the core, so it's up to you if you want to, you know, switch out the queen for the 4th mortar and get better symmetry and cover for your base. It's a matter of preference, I guess, but this base does have a ring that goes around the outside, and that ring is actually covers the it stops the hogs from getting into the core. So for that reason, I'm going to be maintaining that ring, and that means using one mortar on the outside. Okay, next we're going to be taking, let's just fill up the storages, I guess. The gold storages in the middle. I put the gold storages in the most protected areas, but if you're saving up for elixir, you can just swap them out for the elixir storages. It's up to you how you want to do it. Put the elixir in the very corner. I like to spread out the storages. You know, you don't want them to be too far out on the side of your base, but you do want them kind of spread out because that means that your opponent has to destroy more of your base to get to everything. Okay, and all these little cracks, you can just fill them up with whatever you want. I put gold in the middle and dark elixir drills because I generally like to protect those buildings more than anything else. As far as storage goes, mines go. Okay, so there we go. So we have the core, we have the second layer of wall finished. Next we're going to be taking archer towers. Alright, let's pop a couple archer towers in here. I'm going to put 2 in the bottom, in these little pockets, or hooks as I like to call them. Then you're going to be putting 1 on each corner. When you do this, you're going to be leaving 2 spaces between this wall right here and the archer tower, and the same thing over here. 2 spaces between the wall here and the archer tower. Now let's take the cannons, and I'm just going to fill up all these cracks. All these empty pockets, and 1 on the very top. Also, you're leaving 2 spaces between the cannon and the wall. Okay, and that's it. This archer tower and this cannon, those are only buildings that you get with Town Hall 10, so we're not going to be placing those down. Next, we're going to be taking these wizard towers, and you're going to be putting them directly in front of the gold storages. Do that on all 4 sides, like so. Okay, the next step is the big bombs. Actually, do we have any more towers? No, I don't think so. Okay, let's move on to the traps then. Okay, so yeah, take a couple of big bombs and choose 2 spots. This space has 4 spots. There's one right here, there's one right here, here, and here. So you're going to pick 2 of those spots and you're going to be putting the big bombs inside. Just for this video, I'm going to be placing them here, like that, on the inside, and then now you have 3 areas between these 2 towers, and these 2 towers. You're going to be placing spring traps here. So put 1 right here first of all. I guess it'll be like right there. Another 1 over there. Another 1 over here. Do the same with the top side. 1 here, 1 here, and 1 there. Yeah, that should cover the path of the hogs pretty well. Okay, the next thing we're going to be doing is putting these bombs, these regular size bombs, M-size bombs, I don't know what you want to call them, but yeah, you can place these in. I guess I'll fit 1 in that crack right there. Okay, now we have, where are these? Air bombs. Air bombs can go to the previous space. I think I put it like right here. I think I put them in all 4 corners. These are kind of to fill the space between wizard towers. If your opponents attack you with a lot of minions, it helps to have your air bombs spread out and covering the areas that the wizard towers don't. Yeah. Okay, so get the air bombs out there. Next, I think, yeah, we'll go for the heavier bombs. These, I don't know, you could put them on the closer to the core maybe. They might trigger better against mass dragon attacks that way. They'll be a little bit less likely to go to detonate on healers this way, but it's up to you. With healers, like if your opponent is going giant healer, you want to kill the healers off as soon as possible. So it's better if the seeking air mines are a little bit closer to the edge of the base. But yeah, this should be fine. Okay, and you have two skeleton traps with Town Hall 9, so it's kind of up to you where you want to put it. You can just put a couple in the core. You know, just like a clan castle or heroes, of course, these skeleton traps will lure your opponent to the core, so you gotta kind of think about that. But then again, if you don't want your opponent in the core, you shouldn't be using the space to begin with. It's kind of a, yeah. It's not exactly a base that keeps people out of the core. There are some bases that are designed like that, but I don't like them so much. Okay. Anyway, so that's it for the traps, I think. Yep, that's it for the traps, that's it for the towers, and next let's move on to the outside buildings. Your town hall, of course, because it's a farming base, can go wherever, doesn't really matter. We have 4 camps, and these camps should be next to the archer towers. With my other variation, I had the archer towers over here, so yeah, it's going to look a little bit different this time, but the general idea is that you want these centered on these 4 archer towers that are in the pockets. Okay, so I get that done, and what else do we have? Now we have all these trash buildings. You can just kind of sprinkle these around wherever you want. Just make sure that they're all in range of a defensive tower. That's the one thing I would suggest doing. So you don't want your opponent like picking off your resources for free or anything. So this, I mean, if you want to get into the optimization, you can kind of put everything in the perfect place and everything, but I'm just going to kind of sprinkle everything around. Just to make this video not too long. Yeah, sorry I'm talking kind of quietly, and it's quite late at night, and people are sleeping in the house, so can't exactly be all hyper and excited. Alright, so we pop these buildings down, like so. What are we missing? Okay, we've got a laboratory. Actually, the laboratory should go on the other side because wizard towers have short range. Builder huts, assuming you have 5 builder huts, just place those down randomly. Make sure everything is in range of a tower. Yeah, and I think that's it. Wait, get enough barracks. Yep, that's it. These are all Town Hall 10 buildings, so yeah, that's it. There you have it, that's the Town Hall 9 farming base. So yeah, if you have any suggestions about this base, please feel free to comment. The core can be changed out if you want to protect your Dark Elixir a little better. You can put that in the very, very middle. You can even put this Fort Tesla there, the Clan Castle over here, like so. This will be probably the most hardcore defense for your Dark Elixir if you're saving Dark Elixir, but yeah, I like the Clan Castle in the middle better, so it's a matter of preference. Yeah, I can play around the middle if you want. You know. You can also put the air defenses in the corner. This is something that I'm really like. I can't really make up my mind about personally, because having the air defenses in the corner does give you better coverage against air attacks. As far as like buildings go, it covers a lot of your base if you have these air defenses in the corner, and it makes your base much stronger against Holo-Wee-Wee, which is a pretty cool strategy against bases like this one, which have a ring of towers around. And, you know, if your attacker is really good, then he'll probably be able to, like if he's Town Hall 10, he should be able to, well, if he's Town Hall 10, he should be able to 3-star you with almost anything, but, you know, another good Town Hall 9 might be able to 3-star you with Holo-Wee-Wee if these air defenses are not in the corners, so, yeah, it's kind of something up to, something you have to decide, see what kind of people are attacking you, and change accordingly, but yeah, those are the 2 variations for the core. Of course, by moving the mortar 1 step to the side, you're losing mortar coverage for your base, so it's a give and take. It's up to you. Alright, that was a little bit long, but thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Hopefully I'll be able to do the Clan War base Town Hall 9 update without taking too much time. Alright, take care.